Dillon Danis calls out Jake Paul's opponent Andre August to a sparring match and says that if he wins, he wants Jake Paul to fight him an MMA match instead of Andre August on the same day they were supposed to fight. Now, who does Dillon Danis think he is to call out shots like that after this was his face after fighting Logan Paul? Logan Paul, a guy with no technique and is not a pro boxer. How does Dillon Danis think he's going to come up against a pro boxer like Andre August? Now, again, Dillon Danis is just looking for relevancy because he just recently, a couple of days ago, called out Mike Perry to a bare-knuckle fight, and now he's calling out Andre August. So again, it's just a guy just looking for a quick paycheck and a little bit of relevancy.
Now, let's be clear here. This is not going to happen. I think a fight with Jake Paul in KSI is way more likely of happening. And that's because Dillon Danis does not realize how much he's asking for. First of all, he will have to be able to get Andre August to agree to spar him, which is probably not going to happen. On top of that, it will have to be on Aiden Ross's live stream, which lowers the chances of this actually happening. But I do think that people will be interested in watching this only because this can really expose Andre August and his credibility as a boxer. Now, let's say Dillon Danis was able to get Andre August to agree to spar him on Aiden Ross's live stream. How do I think this fight will go? Well, we already know Dillon Danis' boxing abilities, so it really just depends on what Andre August can do against Dillon Danis. And now let's say Dillon Danis was able to embarrass Andre August. Yes, it would be embarrassing for Andre August and Jake Paul's fight, but I still don't think this will stop the fight from happening. In the end, in my eyes, this is just another fluff from Dillon Danis, only because there will be so much that will have to happen for everything to go as planned the way he wanted it to. First of all, he will have to spar Andre August, and then he will actually have to sign to the PFL, since Jake Paul is signed to the PFL, if he wants to get that MMA match with Jake Paul. So all this is just too much to happen in 1 week.